Coach. Ponchos and slickers, usually a necessity buy whenever you make your way to Hard Rock Stadium this time of year. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Black 20.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. On second down, it's Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Check. Crunch. Go.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Go out. Watch the twist.
Allen off the play fake. Got a man, Slayton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complimentary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Leo!
On 2nd down, Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Set, 8, read.
Check pass.
Hey, Charlie. Yes.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a...
Let's go. Get set. Hit it.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's complete to Slayton. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. Well, how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs.
He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Patriots have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You ain't going nowhere. Shoot.
Go.
SOS.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Set. 10 Lobo.
Check. Watch 54. I'm going from back down.
Here's Pollard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
On
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
Go!
Mike 54. Strip the ball.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ready! 70, Indy.
6.
Hey, high 7.
Check girls.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Come off the ball.
Look at me. Door. Get it.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the ready.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Check 15. Check 15.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On second and 12, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
A 49-yard attempt.
And McManus had a little too much slice on it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They start on the ground with Elliott. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
15. And the Patriot first down.
Like 20.
Down to lose 1. Check 3.
Why are they back?
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, now. 180.
Watch the pass.
Hey, alert.
Check.
Now on 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On the ground, it's Eckler. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Hey, seam 6.
54, right there. 50.
Buzz.
Win championships, baby.
Yo, go. Lead grip.
Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to sling this into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Black 5.
It's 59. Mike to 59.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
180. No spacing.
And 58 is a Mike.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he hits his man, Matthews. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points so you know that all the time through.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Let's go, D.
Look at me. Zipper.
It's going to be
Ready?
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
And here's Allen to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Block 80! Snickers!
Check. Fresno.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
I'm coming after you.
This is Elliott. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ready? 230?
58.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Check 31.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Here's Elliott. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Taking a shot, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Casey Hayward, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Here's Elliott trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 45.
Here we go. Black 30.
This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Funchess has it complete.
Let's go.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Watch it.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Third and long.
230.
59. Check. Mike 59.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 39. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Snickers, got spin.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Draw play, Elliott. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of it.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Josh Allen. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Now Allen looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Delta. Go.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
X3. 218. Chopper. On the ball.
Allen now. From the gun, he'll throw. They find some open field here. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington or Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again. Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
18 Gator. Hey, Foxtrot.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11.
Check 3. Check.
Chopper.
Slam.
A give. Eckler running to the right. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Tackle made by the 3rd-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker.
2nd and 6. At the
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the slant.
Get it.
Allen. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sideline.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Target. Check 26, check 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Let's go, D. Mike's by 4.
Allen going to throw. Campbell making the catch. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Darius Slayton with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
50. Black 20.
third down, Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the fourth quarter now. Chargers continue to pull away. They have opened that lead up even further. A win would be their first of the young season.
58, come on. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. 58, boys, 58, 58.
Go.
Tighten up.
Hit it.
To throw is Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the double.
At the 33-yard line.
Here we go, G. It's just me and you.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win.
Ladies and gentlemen,